The wheels are only ever driven by an electric motor, and that means that we can control the engine that's generating the electricity separately to the driving speed and the acceleration. But we've also added another technology, which is active noise cancellation. So very similar to the headphones that you use on the aeroplane, we have a speaker in the luggage room of the car that will play the inverse noise to the engine and cancel it out. So when you're driving around the city, the engine can start and stop, and you won't even notice it's happening.
I'm just saying, Petstock's grooming salons are a cut above the rest.
Cut above the... Okay, I see what you did there.
Your dog will get a quality tidy-up styled by a pro.
Oh, you could do with a quality tidy-up styled by a pro. Maybe I'll book you in.
Bloody ha. They even take walk-ins for things like nail trims and quick clips.
No, but really, your dog's beard is tidier than yours.
'Cause I took him to the grooming salon at my local Petstock. The blue one. I'm just saying.
At this election, a Teal independent is running in your electorate. They're backed by the same Teal group that in Parliament has voted most often with the Greens. The Teals have voted with the Greens against tougher laws to stop criminals getting visas. And Teal MPs want higher taxes, including on investments, housing and a higher GST. This election will be close. Can we afford a Labor Greens Teals minority government? Don't risk it. Authorised by Ahurst Liberal Canberra. A LISTNR production.
G'day, it's Tom Perri with you. A notorious Limestone Coast road is once again being recognised as one of the worst in South Australia. The Southern Ports Highway between Robe and Kingston placed 6th on the RAA's top 10 risky roads in regional areas following a survey of its members. Matt Virtudes from the RAA says they'll pass the data on to the state government.
We look at this data received by the community, we match that up with crash data and traffic data and use that to inform our advocacy priorities when we're speaking to government.
Cars leased to South Australian judges, magistrates and court officers are getting done for speeding. Almost 60 fines totalling more than $26,000 have been issued to 46 fleet cars registered to the court's authority in the past 5 years. 47 were done for speeding and 5 were for running a red light. The other 7 were to do with mobile phone offences. If you've got some questions for the candidates contesting Barker in next month's federal election, make sure you let the Mount Gambier Chamber of Commerce know. The group is asking its members to submit anything they'd like to ask about policies that would affect their business, like rising costs, legislation or compliance issues. Candidates will then have the chance to respond, and the written answers will be released on April 25th, a week before Aussies cast their ballots. Briefly, an open day is being flagged by Wattle Range Council to showcase its new office in Millicent, and with South Aussies expected to hit the roads in droves today ahead of the Easter break, police are pleading with us to take extra care. To drive the message home, one of their own has shared his own story of road trauma. Sergeant Jong Hong lost his mum in a crash in Canada 40 years ago and says it's had a lasting impact on his life.
The circumstances of my mum's death and her crash are a very clear example of how a second of inattention can have catastrophic consequences which persist for a lifetime.
At this election, a Teal independent is running in your electorate. They're backed by the same Teal group that in Parliament has voted most often with the Greens. The Teals have voted with the Greens against tougher laws to stop criminals getting visas. And Teal MPs want higher taxes, including on investments, housing and a higher GST. This election will be close. Can we afford a Labor Greens Teals minority government? Don't risk it. Authorised by Ahurst Liberal Canberra.